Okay, guys, we'll start from the very basic. What is data? Okay, so what is your understanding about data?
Something information.
Yeah, it's an information, and also, yeah, you can, that's much more enough. We can consider it as a information related to any specific, okay. If I just define you, okay, it's a raw facts. Okay, raw fats, or else you can, okay, you can also define in your ways. Okay, here we are not going to give any hard definition. Why? Because if you go to any interviews and you are go to anywhere, no one is going to ask what is data, this type of a things. But since we are starting from the very basic beginning, so we'll start. Okay, it's like you can also call information related to, okay, any entity. Okay. For example, any entity in the sense what? For example, if you have an organization, in that organization, maybe, okay, for example, think that there is an organization. Which organization? College. Okay, college. In these organizations, what you have? You have faculties, or else you can call them as a, okay, lecturers, and also students, and also some management employees. Okay, so there may be information related to lecturers. There may be information related to students. There may be information related to what? Employees also. Okay. So all these are nothing but a data. Okay. Data. So if I tell you some example, okay, if I tell you in some example, okay, like if you take some employee data, employees data, or else orders data. So you're going to give orders, and also if you have any returns, okay, if you have a bank information, bank data, different data. Okay, see guys, this data is divided into two types. I mean, mostly we have three types. Okay, three types. So what is this types of data means? What are all these types of data means? Let me take types of data. It's are very basics, and you should know, guys. You should know the types of data. So I am going to divide the types of data in three things. It's basically three things. First one is structured data. Okay. The second one is there is a also term called semi-structured data. Semi-structured data, and also, okay, and also unstructured data. Unstructured data. Anyone having idea about what is a structured data, unstructured data, and also semi-structured data? Okay, so it's a very simple, guys. It's very simple. You can define in a very simple ways. Structured data means if the data is in the form of table, means table. Okay, if you see any data, for example, if you see any data, let me draw something here. Okay, for example, if there is one organization, in that organization you have employees. All the details are I mean, all the details means all the information is in the form of table. Then you can say it as what? Structured data. For example, employee number, employee name, employee salary. Okay, and also for example, like employee joining date, and he belongs to which department. Okay, like that, in a table, each row, okay, or each employee details will be filled. Now you can tell that this data is in the form of what, guys? What we call, basically this is table, right? Table consists of what?
Rows and columns.
Yes, this is, we call it as a row, and this is a column. Okay, this is row and column. Okay, so if I tell you in a very simple words, structured data in the sense, you can, okay, if the data is in the form of table, then we can call it as what? Table consists of what? Okay, table consists of rows and columns. Okay, rows and columns. Guys, today you have to be too attentive. I hope, I mean, every day you should have be, I mean, you have to be too attentive. Uh, I'm going to explain you complete things, what we are going to learn, what is upcoming things. Means if you are aware of the first 2 to 3 classes, you will understand what you are going to learn for the next 2 to 2.5 months. Okay, I'll give a complete data flow and syllabus, everything here. Okay, so first of all, we are starting our journey with data. Okay, so if I give some examples, what is a structured data? Okay, you can take as examples already as we mentioned in the above. There may be data which is in the form of employee data, okay, or orders data, whatever you can take. Now, before going to semi-structured data, I would like to explain you what is unstructured data. Okay, unstructured data. What is this unstructured data, guys? Do you have any idea what is this unstructured data?
Image.
Not in the form of table.
Yeah, you can tell it as a not in the form of table. So examples for that simply, okay, like images, okay, like see here simply you can choose, okay, here you can see simply, okay, structured data like tables, spreadsheet. Unstructured means there is a some text, images, videos, all this comes under what? Unstructured data. Okay, unstructured data. So mainly what is the main purpose of the data, guys? Data is a foundation for decision making in organization. What is the meaning of this point? If you have a data only, you can able to take a decisions, right? Means, for example, if there is a one person, if there is a one customer in a bank, okay, he is requesting for the loan. He is requesting for the loan. See, based on what parameters bank will grant him a loan? Okay, they will check his CIBIL score and they will check he's having already loans or not. They will check if he's having a loan, did he paid in a time to time, in a proper time or not? Okay, means how is a transaction? What is his salary? I mean, what is his ITR? Everything they will check. If he everything is good, means then only banks will get what? Bank will trust this guy will repay the loan. Then only they will give now. See, all these decisions from where they can take from his past data. Through the past data only, they will understand the pattern of his customer. They will give a loan. They will take a decision that they can give, they will grant a loan or not. Okay, so if you go to any business, not only bank, if you go to any business, okay, based on customer behavior, means if they want to understand the customer behavior, they need a data. Okay, through the data they will take some decisions. Okay, so this data, it is in the form of means three types. Okay, structured, here I didn't mention, there is a data semi-structured also. Unstructured, structure means the data which is in the form of tables. Unstructured means what? It's a text, images, videos. Guys, can you able to store this data in if there is some text? Okay, you have written some text. This is text is also nothing but some information, right? Means you have written the name, his address, his his address, his roll number in the form of some text, or else you have written some story. Story is also some information, right? But it is not in the form of what? Table. So I can consider this as what? Unstructured data. There is a images, videos, all this comes under what? Unstructured data. So simply what is unstructured data means, okay, to not to make much confuse, not in the form of table, okay, not in the form of table, as well as you can, okay, to understand clearly, you can mention here some examples. Okay, what are all the examples we have? Images, okay, you can audio files also, audio files, and also videos. Okay, this all are comes under what? Unstructured data. This is also a data. For example, if you are sharing an image to another person, means you're sharing some data, but is what type of a data? It's an image data. This type of a data comes under unstructured data. Now, what is semi-structured data? What is semi-structured data? Anyone knows? What is semi-structured data? See, semi-structured data in the sense, okay, It is a combination of both the structure as well as unstructured. Okay, it's a like structure as well as unstructured. You can you can tell, okay, you can imagine as a structured as well as unstructured. Okay, so here, okay, to explain this, we have our examples. Okay, we have our examples. What are all those examples? Means like we have, okay, there is a JSON, okay, JSON data, app bro, okay, R key, okay, ORC, okay, ORC, like different etc. Okay, different files are available. Okay, different files are available. See guys, they are called semi-structured data. Why we call this as a semi-structured data? Let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. Just to see, for example, if I show a file, okay, JSON data. JSON data. Take any one of the example of JSON data. Go to images. Okay. Can you see this, guys? By seeing this, what you can understand? But saying this, what you can understand? Okay, it is a some data which is related to business. Okay, full ID. Okay, city, name. Okay, there is a some data. Do you think it is a completely unstructured? Means like okay, see, it is a in a some structured format, but it is not a completely unstructured. Okay, you have a some structure, but it's not like a complete tabular format, right? It is a some structured only. Means you have a some like a dictionary. In this dictionary, each value. Okay, I will explain you what is dictionary and everything. Just you see by looking this, what is your interpretation? So it is a some data, but it is not in the form of a table. At the same time, not it is completely like unstructured, like how the image, audio, video. So this type of a files means this type of a files we can consider as what? Okay, like semi-structured data. Okay, so even if you see here, okay, even if you see, okay, semi-structured data. Okay, semi-structured data means, so mostly you see, okay, semi-structured data examples. See, JSON, XML, okay, different, there is a so many things are available. As per now, go with the basic JSON, okay. Just let me know, guys, do you have any doubts as of now? Basic, what is this data? Hello, just I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Okay. As of now, any doubts, guys? Just tell me one thing. So, okay, we understand about the data. It's nothing but the information. Now, what we have to do, we have to store this data, right? We have to store this data now.
Yes.
Means without, means we are generating a data. We are generating a lot of data every day, but we have to store this data. Where we can store the data? Now the term comes, what is? Okay, what is database? Okay, database. So what is the meaning of database is simply, guys, I'm not going to give very high level definition. Simply, we have a data. This data we need to store somewhere now. We need to store. So you can call it as what? Database. Okay. Simply we where we store the data. Clear? Simply database is nothing but what is there inside the database. Inside the database, we have a data. See, database in a simple terms, you can consider as what? If it is a database, think that this is what? A database. Inside this, what you have? You have a data. Okay, you have data like employee data, orders data, returns data, and also any HR data, like different data. Okay, database is nothing but where we store the data in simple words. Okay, so now you understood, guys. Okay, data will be there. Database, I mean, data we need to store in the databases. Fine. Now let's go with some new concept. Okay, for example, let me erase this. Okay, this is very important. Try to understand this. For example, there is a okay, there is a customers. Okay, take one of the example. Okay, there is a bank. Okay, bank. Okay, bank. See, this bank is having some data. Okay, this bank. Okay, this bank will do so many transactions, right? Bank is having what? It's a customers, right? Bank is having different customers. So just tell me basic thing, guys. Bank has to store all its data, right? All its transactional data, right?
Yes.
Okay, how the bank is getting data? Through its transaction. Who are doing these transactions? Mostly their customers. Okay, so bank is having some data. They are doing transactions. Okay, bank customers are doing some transactions. What type of a transactions? If I tell you in simple way, for example, there is a one customer. Okay, there is a one customer. If you want 5,000 rupees, for example, if you want what? 5,000 rupees. Okay, he's having 5,000 rupees in his account. Now he want to withdraw this 5,000 rupees. So what this customer will do? Basically, guys, what this customer will do? This customer will find a near ATM machine. Okay, he will go to some ATM machine and also, okay, what he will do? He do some transaction, means he withdraw 5,000 rupees from his account. Through this action, okay, through this action, indirectly what is happened? Data is generated, right? Okay, what type of data it is generated? So what is a means what is a who is a customer? Okay, who is a customer? And next, how much money he's withdrawn? For example, he withdrawn like 5,000. At what time? At what time he withdrawn? Okay, and which branch he withdrawn? And also what? And also some more information on what is the amount left after his transaction? How many limited? Means all these informations will be stored, right? Means if a customer do some transaction, through this transaction data is generated. All this data, for example, think that there are so many customers are available. There are so many customers are available in a bank. Okay, to store their transaction data, bank is doing what? Okay, bank will maintain some databases, guys, some databases. So I forgot to give examples of the databases. Okay, just let me tell you some examples for databases. Guys, these databases are also divided in some categories like OLAP and OLTP. Like, okay, see, these databases, if I give you some examples for databases, okay, we have what? There is a Oracle database, okay, SQL Server, okay, and we have a DB2, which is belongs to IBM company, and the Postgre, like different. I'm just giving some examples. See, don't think all these are so many technical words. For example, if you want to, okay, for example, if you want to purchase a car in a market, so you have so many options, right? Like you may go with the Honda, you can go with the Volkswagen, you can go with the Skoda, you can go with the Toyota, like different, right? Similarly, coming to databases in, okay, we have so many databases in the market, like Oracle database, SQL Server is another database, DB2 is also another database, and also we have is like what we have SQL database. I mean, like SQL Server is one thing, and also
Cloud.
Postgre. Yeah, cloud related also so many things are there. Like in cloud, we have a we, we can store in a different places. Okay. Postgre, etc. Just I'm giving some generic names. Okay. So many databases are available. Okay. Similarly, guys, similarly, now you just think that there is some databases. Okay. There is some databases maintained by bank. Okay. Think that this is one database. Okay. Let me take this one. There is some database, different databases. Okay. To maintain this customers data. Okay. So whatever the transactions are done by customers, all the data is stored in different databases. Okay. Different databases. Okay. For example, if you want, just give the names also. For example, think that it is a Oracle database. Okay. This is what DB2. And also this is what some other, any of the database. Okay. Anything you can consider it as what. Okay. SQL server. Okay. SQL server. Okay. See guys, this type of a databases comes under what we call OLTP databases. Okay. OLTP databases. Try to understand. Okay. OLTP databases. There are two type of databases. Okay. Two types of databases are available. Two types of databases. Okay. Two types of databases. What is that, you know? The first one is OLTP database. Another one, OLAP database. Okay, OLAP database. The full form of OLTP database is online transaction processing. Online transaction processing. The full form of OLAP is online analytical processing. Okay, you just okay, OLTP, OLAP. Both are databases, guys. Both are databases. Okay, both are databases. But two type of databases. One is OLTP, another one is OLAP. Okay, see, you can imagine. Okay, you can imagine these databases. Which one? These databases are OLTP databases. Okay, this is what OLTP databases. Okay. So if I tell you the main purpose of OLTP, this is for main purpose what? This is day-to-day transaction purpose, guys. Day-to-day transaction purpose. Okay. The main purpose of OLTP is day-to-day transaction purpose. Day-to-day transaction purpose means what? He is a customer, right? Whatever the customer is doing transaction, it is directly, it has to enter in some system now. Okay, so if you do transaction within seconds, that data has to store in the database, right? Okay, are you getting my point? So like that, if you want to maintain day-to-day transactions, you have to go with the OLTP databases to maintain, okay, relationship between customer and database. Very quickly, you have to go with the OLTP databases. The main purpose of OLTP database is to, okay, it's a day-to-day transaction purpose. Okay, day-to-day transaction purpose. Okay, so, but what is the problem here, you know? Okay, here we can't able to store the data, okay, permanently. It is what? It's a temporary. Okay, temporary database. Why we call this temporary database? You know, here we can't able to store the data long term, guys. See, if I tell you one thing, the main purpose of this OLTP database is for day-to-day transaction, not to store all the data. It stores the data temporarily. Okay. For example, if the data, for example, think that this Oracle database capacity is 100 TB. Okay, 100 TB. Once this 100 TB of data is filled, then it stores a new data, new customers record? Just tell me a simple answer. For example, this Oracle database means, for example, not to go with, okay, it's another 15 TB of data. It's a capacity. Once this 15 TB of data is filled, does it takes a new transaction data?
No.
No, right? So since it is not taking a new data, bank will ready to lose the data? No, right? It has to store the data at any cost now. Okay, that's why what any organization will do, they will maintain a very big volume of a database. Okay, very big volume of database. Okay, very big volume of database. Fine.
Zebronics, always ahead. Bluetooth mode.
Okay, very big volume of database. Okay, so what this in database, what we can do, we can we can load all the data which is available in OLTP system to OLAP system. Okay, we'll move this data to a
Deb
single.
count.
Someone is talking. Someone is talking. He's coming. They're trying to. Okay, see, whatever the data is available in OLTP systems, that we will move to where we can move to some place. Okay, some area that is nothing but like a. Okay, we will move to some area. Generally, this is also a database now. Here also we are storing data. So, but this type of a databases we call, what we call OLAP. OLAP. Whatever the data is available in OLTP systems, that we will move to OLAP. Okay. The main purpose of OLAP means analytical purpose. Okay, we do some analysis. Okay, here what is the most advantage of the data? What is the most very important feature? Here we can store historical data. Okay, historical data. And also, what is the third most thing? High in capacity. Very high capacity. Capacity or storage. You can call it as what? Very high storage. Okay, very high storage compared to OLTP. See guys, the main purpose of OLTP databases is what? It will connect for there is a customer to maintain the day-to-day transactions. Okay, but here we can't able to store the data for a long time. Why? Because the OLTP database capacity is very less. Okay, then okay, wait. Okay, we move this data to OLAP systems. Okay, OLAP systems. Fine. Normally, this OLAP databases, we call it as what we call, very, very important to understand. This is data warehouse. Generally, we call data warehouse. Okay, nothing but in shortcut, data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse. Understood? See guys, for example, bank is having data. Here we are storing very temporarily. After some days, we are moving data to data warehouse. Clear? Okay, data warehouse. Wow, okay. See, the main purpose of the data warehouse, here we can store the historical data. Think that it is having 5 years of data. Means last 5 years, 10 years, whatever the data they want, it will be available. Okay, so by using, for example, bank wants to, bank wants to know, okay, how the last 3 years say, their transactions, how their transaction, does it increased or decreased? For example, they want to know, for example, region wise highest transaction. Okay, different, they want to do analysis, means where the data is available to do all this analysis. Means if a bank wants to do some analysis, they needed data. The data is available in where? In data warehouse. It uses the data warehouse and it fetch the data and we can do some analysis. Okay, then we can take the decision. Any business will take a decision based on the pattern. How they will see the pattern? By using data. Okay, So guys, now just tell me, did you understood what is OLAP and OLTP? Okay, now I can give some examples. Okay, see, coming to OLAP, I have told some examples. Okay, what is that? Like Oracle, DB2, SQL Server. Now you want some examples for data warehouse system also, right? Okay, so if I tell you some examples of data warehousing systems, okay, there is a so many examples, so many. For example, there is a Teradata, Teradata. Okay, Netija. Okay, there is a so many things, but very most important example. Let me give. Okay, Snowflake. Snowflake. Okay, Snowflake. Understood? Snowflake is also a data warehouse system available in the cloud. Understood? Okay, Snowflake is also a data warehousing system. Okay, if you go to, okay, if you can also think, okay, Amazon, AWS, Redshift. Okay, Redshift. This is also a data warehousing system provided by AWS. Like different data warehouses is available in the market, guys. But Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse, which is nowadays a very highly demanded data warehousing system. Okay. Okay. Now, if anyone asks you what is a Snowflake means, what you are going to answer? It is a data warehouse, but it is a cloud-based data warehouse. What is this cloud-based data warehouse means? I will explain you in some time. Okay. Are you clear with this picture as of now? Okay. So now I'm going to one step more, only one step more. Okay. So what is that means? Okay. Here we can develop a reports and okay. Now here the customers are available. Initially, the data is going to OLTP systems, whatever they do some transaction. After some days, all the data we are moving to OLAP system, nothing but data warehouse. Now you have seen guys, they will develop reports and dashboards. They will develop reports by seeing the data. Can you able to understand what is its pattern? But if you want to understand the pattern, you need some reports and dashboard. So for the understanding purpose, let me tell you a simple example. For example, okay, the bank wants to know or else think that this is some retail market. Okay, they want to see the sales of last 3 years. Last 3 years sales. Okay, company wants to, for example, company or else business. Okay, business wants to understand. Okay, business wants to understand. Okay, last 3 years of data. Last 3 years of data. Are you getting my point? Business wants to understand last 3 years of sales. Okay, so by reading the data, can you able to understand, guys? No, right? Okay, instead of that, I have a one more option. What is that? Okay, I'm going to develop one report like this. Okay, I'm going to develop one report like this. Think that this is a y-axis and this is what? X-axis. Okay, in y-axis, I'm maintaining the sales number. In x-axis, I have what? Okay, years. Okay, years. Clear? This is a years and this is what? Sales. Okay, for example, it is what? For example, here 500K. Next I have, okay, 300K, or else go with the 400, okay? And 300K. Okay. Okay. Just take some spaces for Okay, guys. Anyway, let's see. I hope you will understand. Okay. For example, here I will mention the years. Okay. 2021. Okay. 2022. Okay. 2023. Okay. For example, in 2021, sales is what? It's an near. And in 2022, the sales is very high. Okay. In 2023, the sales is okay. So okay. Now by seeing this graph, what you can understand? By seeing this graph, what you can understand is by seeing this graph, what you can understand?
Sales data previous years.
Means simply in the year of 2021, what is the sales? 200K. In 2022, it's an 500K sales. Means what is some rough, yeah, whether it may be million, trillions. I'm just giving us some generic. Okay, in the year of 2023, it's a 400. Means from 2021 to 2022, sales got what? Increased. But from 2022 to 23, sales got what? Decreased. Okay. See, if I tell you to read the data, can you able to understand all this picture? If by reading the data, no, right? But if I represent the data in the form of, this is what normally we call, okay? Normally we call this as what? Okay, visual report. This is what some, okay, this is one report. I mean, you can see this report or some visual report. Some visual report. Okay. If I develop some visual report on top of this data, it will be easy, right? To understand what is happening from the year of 2021, sales got increased. From the 2023, 22 to 23, sales got increased. Now companies will understand why sales got decreased, what is the reason, and they will understand the reasons and they will give some, they will take some strategies to increase their sales in a next year. Understood? So here you need to understand the complete flow last to finally, guys. Okay. See, here the customers are available. The customers data is storing in initially OLTP systems. Okay. The examples for OLTP is like Oracle DB2 SQL Server. Okay. But this is our very less capacity. The main purpose of OLTP databases were for what? Day-to-day transaction purpose, not storing the data permanently. They are just for the day-to-day transaction purpose. So whatever the data which is available here, okay, we move this data in a certain time to, after some time to where? To data warehouses. This data warehouse comes under what type of database? OLAP database. The main purpose of OLAP database is it's an analytical purpose. Here we can store what? Historical data, means very 5 years, 10 years, very okay, and it is very high in storage. Okay, here we can store large volume of data. If I give you some examples for the data warehouse, what is we have like Teradata, Snowflake, AWS Redshift. There are so many databases are available, guys. Like how I have given an example for OLTP. OLAP is also having so many databases, means data warehouse systems. Okay, so in that one of that important is Snowflake. Okay, now if I want to develop this type of reports on top of this data, okay, I need some tool. Okay, I need some tool. For example, guys, just tell me a basic thing. It think that this is on blackboard. In this blackboard, if you want to write something or if you want to draw something, what you need? You need some tool, right? Like marker or something. Are you clear or not? If there is anything, see, if there is a means you need some tool. Okay, if you want to perform some action, you need some tool right now. Similarly, here I have a data. On top of this data, if I want to develop any report or a dashboard, okay, basically it is a report. Here it is what? Report. Okay. That too, what type of a report this is? Visual report. Okay. If you want to develop this type of a report, what you want? You need some tool. You need some tool. Okay. This type of a tools, what we call, BI tools, means business intelligence tools. If I give examples for BI tools, okay, BI tools, okay, there are so many tools. Have you heard about Tableau, guys? Tableau, okay, ClickSight, okay, so many BI tools are available. Okay, in that, as of now, very high demand and also very famous is Tableau. One of the is Tableau, and also we have Power BI. Have you heard about Power BI? Power BI. Power BI is a tool. Why we use? By using this tool, we can develop reports and dashboards from the data. Okay, from the data. Okay, just tell me one thing, guys. As of now, any doubt from your end, you can ask anything. Very basic thing also. Means if you understood means only I can go to next step. I won't respond from each of you.
Understood, sir.
Okay. Fine, guys. Okay. See, now let me conclude my entire. Okay. See, here one more thing is available. Finally, this is the last thing you need to understand in this flow. Okay. See, data is available in the OLTP systems. We are moving this data to data warehousing system. Now, what is the source? What is the destination here?
OLTP is
OLTP is a source, OLAP is a destination. Means this is what? Source. And this is the destination. Normally, I'm telling you, okay, destination. For example, if we are moving the data from source to destination, means one place to another place, okay, we can take some tools help. Some tool help we can take. See, there are so many architect strategies are available to move the data from one place to another place. Okay, but okay, mostly if you go to any organization, they will use what? Some ETL tools. Have you heard about ETL tools? Anyone? What is ETL? At least the word ETL. Okay, it's a ETL. Okay, it's an ETL tool. Means what is the full form of this ETL means? Extract, transform, and the final one is, so if I tell you in a step by step, extract, T stands for transform, and L stands for load. Okay, there are so many ETL tools. Okay, what these ETL tools will do, it extracts the data from source. If you want to perform some transformations, it will perform and it will load to destination. Means it's a tool. Okay, ETL tool. Okay, see, you understood why we do have to extract. Okay, and loading also, okay, we need to move the data from source to destination. That's the reason we need to extract the data and we need to load the data. But what is the role of these transformations here? These transformations here, it's a very important, guys. If you are moving data from one place to another place, as per the destination requirement, you do some transformations basically. For example, if I tell you one transformation, let me just try to understand. In source, for example, in source, you have a data like this. Okay, first name, middle name, and also last name. Okay, like for single name, you are maintaining how many columns? 3 columns. But in destination, you don't want, okay, you don't want 3 columns. Within a single column, you need all the name information. Means simply you have a column called name. So here what you need to do, guys? Here what you have to do means you need to combine all this now. You need to combine first name, middle name, last name. Then you have to load into what? The column called name. Means first name, middle name, last name. What you are doing? You are combining. Means you are combining and you are moving this to, you are making this as a single column. Means think that in your source, you have a data which is name column. I mean, in three columns that you are concatenating, nothing but you are joining all these three columns. Okay. And you are moving to destination. This is one transformation, right? Like that, so many transformations as per requirement we do, and we will load the data. Okay. So there are so many ETL tools available in the market. So if I give you some examples for ETL, tools. Okay. So, okay. Have you heard about Informatica? Okay. Informatica, ADF, Azure Data Factory. Okay. This is given by Azure, Microsoft Azure. And also, have you heard about any Glue? Okay, Glue is also a ETL tool available in AWS. Okay, AWS. Okay, like that, guys. There are so many ETL tools are available, like Informatica, ADF, Glue, and also very important. Have so many ETL tools. Okay. Understood. And also it is there is a one thing is available like DBT, data build tool. This is not a complete ETL tool, but I'll explain you in depth. As of now, you consider this is one of the ETL tool. As of now, it's not a complete ETL tool. Okay. So guys, the conclusion for the today's session is, can you understood guys one thing? Starting from the customer transaction onwards up to reporting level, how the data is flowing. Initially, it will go to OLTPs, then it will move to OLAP, from OLAP to on the data which is available in OLTP to our business units will maintain what? They will develop reports and dashboards. Okay. For in the case of OLTP, I have told examples like Oracle, DB2, SQL Server. In case of OLAP, nothing but data warehousing system. Also, I have given some examples like Teradata, Snowflake. For reporting, okay, for reporting purpose also, there are so many tools available in the market. I told like a Tableau, Power BI. Okay. So if you are good at starting from this flow to up to this flow, okay, it will be easy to understand so many project flows. Okay. Starting from this to up to this level. Okay. So as of now, in this course, we are going to start with what? We are going to start with, okay. Giving some problem. Okay. As of now, we are going to start with what? So one database. Okay. Coming to OLTP, one database. Okay. Here we will work with Oracle database. Okay. What is this Oracle database? What is a SQL? Everything I will explain you. Okay. We will try to understand the Oracle database. Okay. As a part of this course, next step, we will learn what? Snowflake. What is a Snowflake? Okay. Here I am giving a rough idea, guys. First of all, rough idea. Okay, rough idea of what we are going to learn. And in the next step, what we are going to understand, okay, one ETL tool. Coming to this ETL tool, I'm going to explain you the DBT. And also, finally, okay, Power BI. Okay, Power BI. So guys, end of this course, okay, end of this course, you will be good at one database, data warehousing system, ETL tool, and Power BI. So starting from the beginning onwards up to reporting level, you are having a good idea. On top of this, you have to understand one project flow. You have to do a project with some sample data. Okay. This is what you are going to learn. Okay. See, SQL around it will take, okay, if you want to understand this, I mean, Oracle, okay, it will take around 20 sessions. Okay. And the Snowflake is also will take what? Around Okay, it will take more than 20, 25, around 25 sessions it will take. It's not a compulsory. If you want to go with the admin level, you need around this 25 to 27 classes. But within 15 classes, you will understand the knowledge of a developer. But it's my responsibility to explain you everything. So roughly, I will take like around 23 classes. Okay, and DBT, it's a very simple, guys. So hardly it will take a 15 sessions. Okay, and Power BI is a very vast. I mean, like it's also very big. It's an easy. It will take 20 sessions, 20 to 20. I mean, if I take 1.5 years every day, it will take around 20 sessions. Okay, this is what we are going to learn. The first we'll start with Oracle SQL, then we will start a Snowflake, and then DBT, and then Power BI. On top of this, we will understand the project. Okay, we'll do some project. So guys, I'm going to end this as of now. It's a too much information as for you first day. Okay, so in next session, I will explain you the Oracle, what is SQL, okay? What is the use of this SQL? What is its data types? How to download, I mean, where we can practice this SQL Oracle database, everything we'll explain. Okay, now do you have any doubts? If you have any doubts from your end, you can ask me.
What is the difference between Snowflake and Power BI?
Snowflake is a data warehousing system, right? Here we are storing the large volume of data, historical data. Okay. And Power BI doing what? Power BI is developing reports. See, this is one report, right? If I explain you some report, let me show you some report. Okay. Example of Power BI reports. Example of Power BI reports. I don't want to erase this. If I go to images, see, it's little clumsy, guys, but sorry, okay. Unhided, you just see this. Can you see one report here? Can you able to see the report? Some report is there now. See, data is available in this data warehouse. On top of this data, we can develop what? This type of reports. Now see, month, January, February, March wise, it's we can create reports like this. Can you see one more report here in backend? Okay, but here data here means where in data warehouse we can store and we can do some analysis large volume of data. Here we are storing the data. See, OLTP, OLAP both are what?
Database.
Databases. What is the purpose of databases?
Store the data.
Store the data. That's all. This is for storing purpose. On top of this stored data, we develop reports and dashboards in Power BI.
But we'll use the same cloud database in both Snowflake and Power BI.
Snowflake in Power. See, I just told an example of, Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehousing system. I told only one example. It can take from any data warehouse. It is not a compulsory to Power BI connect with the Snowflake. It may take from the Oracle. It may take from the Post. It will more than 100 data sources. It will means wherever it may be data, wherever it may be, it can able to connect with data. It will connect and it will develop we can develop reports and dashboards. I just told one example of the flow. Okay, for example, if you want to go from one place to another place, this is the route. Like that, only to explain the route, I have taken a one route. Okay,
Yeah.
but you can go with any. Okay, for example, data is available in DB2 that we are moving to Teradata. On Teradata, I connected to Tableau. You can tell this flow also, right? Just think like that.
Okay.
Okay. DB2. And you are taking this data to Teradata and the form of data warehouse purpose you are using Teradata, and for reporting purpose you are using Tableau. Okay.
Okay.
But in our case, it is we are going with this flow. We are starting with Oracle, then Snowflake, Then to understand the ETL process, we will understand some DBT. It's not a complete ETL, but I'll explain you the difference. Okay, it's an wrapper. Okay, and what is Power BI? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys, from everyone? So from tomorrow onwards, you will be very clear and specific about what is Oracle and everything. Okay. What is SQL? You will learn from the basics. Okay. Let me stop this recording. Any doubts from anyone?
Sir,
No, sir.
Yeah. Someone is.
as we required, yes, it's Diksha.
Yeah. Hi, Diksha.
Sir, as we required prior knowledge of CCNA and
SQL.
CCNA and this thing, what do you say?
SQL.
For AWS, Linux. So what is the difference between Snowflakes and AWS?
See. You are getting confused. I just told her one flow. Okay. To understand. Okay. Let me clearly tell you one more time. Not one more time in the sense. Okay. Same thing. See. Here, our main primary skill set is what? Snowflake. Based on Snowflake, we are going to apply for the whatever, okay, whatever you want to upgrade. Okay. To understand this Snowflake, okay, what you need to understand the SQL first. Okay, SQL. So Oracle is nothing but in Oracle, what we are going to learn, it is nothing but SQL only. Okay, tomorrow if I tell you what is tomorrow if I tell you this session, you won't get, it's just a database. For example, Oracle is the database. Okay, Oracle is a database. Here I have some data. If I want to take this data, I need some language. That language is SQL language. Means I'm a human being. For example, like, okay, you're one of the person and you're the one of the student. I'm one of the faculty. Okay. So you have one query, means you got some doubt. Okay. To communicate the doubt, you are using what? Some language, right? To communicate with me, you are using some language, right? Okay, in English, where means you are using some language. Similarly, we have a databases. Okay, in databases, what you have a data. If you want to fetch the data, means if you want to see the data, if you want to display the data, means data is stored. Is that enough? No, no. We need to utilize the data, right? We want to see the data, right? Okay. If you want to see the data, you need to ask database, right? Show this data, show that data like that. So to communicate with this database, there is a language called SQL language. Okay. By using this SQL language, you can able to communicate with what? Database. To communicate with me, you are using some language, English language. Similarly, as a developer, if you want to communicate with the databases, you need some language. That language is SQL language. Okay. Similarly, if you want to communicate with the Snowflake also, you need what language? Here also you are using which language?
SQL.
SQL only. So the main purpose we are starting with the Oracle or database is to learn the SQL, to understand the language, to understand the uh, table, what is table, if there is a table, how to create the table and how to call that table, everything. Okay. Once we are good with SQL language, then we can easily work in Snowflake. Okay. Here also we are using SQL only. Clear with this? Or is there anything else you are asking about?
No, sir, clear.
Okay. See, this is very high level of flow. Okay. You will understand step by step. Okay. Tomorrow you are going to understand the SQL and how to start learning SQL also. Okay. I will. Okay, guys. See, every day you are going to get the recordings. Once the class ends, you can go with the recordings also. And I won't recommend you based on the recordings. I won't recommend you not to attend these sessions. Okay. You should attend the live sessions. It will be interactive. Okay. Okay, fine. Is there anything else from any other end?
No.
Okay. Fine, guys. Whatever you are having a doubt, you can post in a group. Okay. I'll give a answer. Then it will be helpful for everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining, guys. Please join tomorrow also at the same time. Tomorrow is a very important first session. Okay, where you will understand what is Oracle and what is a SQL and what is some commands. Okay. Okay, fine. Thanks for joining, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.